teaspoons are 1 tablespoon.
3 teaspoons are 1 tablespoon.
2 tablespoons are 1 ounce.
2 tablespoons are 1 ounce.
8 ounces in a cup.
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 2 cups are a pint.
2 cups in a pint.
2 pints are in a quart.
2 pints in a quart.
4 quarts are in a gallon.
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 Hard-boiled egg, that's how you make 'em perfect. Put the eggs in a large heavy pot.
Put the eggs in a large heavy pot.
Cover them with 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches of cold water partially, then cover the pot.
Partially, then cover the pot.
Bring it all to a rolling boil. Reduce the heat to low. Then cover the pot completely. Cook for 30 seconds. Remove it from the heat, leaving them in the hot water. Still cover for 15 minutes. Then run the eggs under cold water for just 5 minutes.
This stops the cooking and prevents yolk discoloration.
Hard-boiled egg, that's how you make a hard-boiled egg. Hard-boiled egg, that's how you make the perfect egg.
Welcome to 3 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon with the Douglas sisters, where Lil Sis and I cook along to the techniques mentioned in her Do-Re-Mi songs. Today, hard-boiled eggs.
I like this recipe by this food scientist named Shirley Corriher. Shirley O. Corriher. I think she's amazing. She has wonderful recipes, and she's also a food scientist and educator. So this book is great, and she explains the science behind why this stuff works.
You just saw and heard how Lil Sis makes hers. Not gonna do it. Going rogue, big sis going rogue. I promised himself that I would use his recipe for hard-boiled eggs because he insists they are the best. So I'm doing it completely differently than Lil Sis. Quel horror.
So I've got 3 eggs here, and I'm just gonna put them under some cold water. So I've covered my eggs with about 1.5 inches of cold water, and now I'm putting them on my stove. I'm gonna bring them to 1 boil, a rolling boil or a roiling boil. I never know how they say that.
First thing I'm gonna do is put my eggs in the water. That much is the same, eggs in the water. Bring to a boil.
You want to cook eggs or any protein gently, because if you use a lot of heat, it toughens it up.
Himself lets them boil for 10 minutes.
Partially cover the pot. I better partially cover it. So there I go. All right, it's partially covered. This also takes a while.
Leaving them in the hot water. Still cover for 15 minutes. Then run the eggs under cold water for just 5
So
minutes.
here's our natural protein. Oh, it's getting hot. It's in the pan. It springs open, and then these lines here, I don't know if you can see them. Your meat gets tough. Everything gets tough. So, isn't that interesting?
Then immediately rinse in cold water with some ice cubes.
Okay, here we are. This is the point of truth.
The moment of truth. Look at how smooth they are, not a nick on them.
Did we do it right? Here we go. I'm gonna cut in here.
Peeled with the egg in and out of the ice water as I peeled. Perfect. I'm gonna cut it lengthwise because we're going to make deviled eggs. Here we go.
In here. Voila! Beautiful, beautiful eggs.
Oh, look at that. Beautifully golden, light golden, no green. Looks like himself knew what he was talking about. How are your eggs, Lil Sis?
Here you go, everybody. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. No yolk discoloration. These are actually pretty much in the center, too. Wow, that's a bonus. That's just luck.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I loathe deviled eggs. Loathe them. I've never made them in my life because, you know, why would I? But I'm gonna try it because it's a hard-boiled egg challenge and I thought maybe I should. One of the things I dislike most, other than the mayonnaise and the mustard and the relish and the horseradish, is that they're chalky. I don't like chalky, so I'm gonna whip it. I'm gonna whip it up. Here are my egg yolks, and here some truffle butter. Yeah, I like truffles.
Still cover for 15 minutes, then run the eggs under.
All right, I'm gonna try and pipe these. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, don't, big sis, don't set yourself up for failure. Why? I don't have an answer for that, except it's what people do, and I want them to look pretty.
Hard-boiled egg, that's how you make 'em perfect. Put the eggs in a large, heavy pot.
Put the eggs in a large, heavy pot.
Cover them with an inch and a half, an inch and a half, an inch and a half of cold water partially, then cover the pot.
Partially.
Here we have got whipped truffle deviled eggs, garnished with chopped chives. I'm pretty sure we all have to agree this is one of my better efforts. Yeah, I can hear you cheering for me right now. How's little sis's look?
But anyway, well, I find cooking eggs endlessly fascinating. It's amazing. It's just the perfect food. It's amazing. Amazing. And, you know, if you treat your egg right, it will treat you right, and it will be delicious and really great protein. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these, actually. I might have it be a chef's salad, or, you know, sometimes people just slice them up and put them on a piece of toast. And that's how they have their breakfast, you know, like, boom. Good to go. So anyway, I don't really know yet what I'm going to do with my eggs. I might just eat them. So, but regardless, now we know how to make them. Thank you so much, and take care. And remember, 3 teaspoons are 1 tablespoon.
3 teaspoons are 1 tablespoon.
3 teaspoons are 1 tablespoon.
2 tablespoons are 1 ounce.
Tablespoons are 1 ounce.
8 ounces on a cup.
8 ounces in a cup.
8 ounces on a cup.
8 ounces in a cup.
2 cups are a